This is the Pontiac Grand Prix. It's custom with a little red strap on it, whatever that singer is. It has custom black tires as we take a trip to the right side. As you can see, they are all screwed on very tightly. Yummy. Also, the mirrors just have a little bit of the scratches, nice and clean. Also, there is a Rogers Chevrolet sign for some reason, even though it's not a Chevy. Too much rust, as you can see, little spots on the hood. Besides that, though, nice little not so foggy headlights. The other one, however, is a little bit more foggy, as you can tell from some camera shots. Also, the Pontiac sign is nice and fresh. There's no scratch marks near it. The grille is nice too. I'm pretty sure there's a new enhanced windshield wipers. Also, there's black rims. A little bit of a few dent marks, not too much. Trunk doesn't close all the way, pretty much does though. Gas cap opens nicely. A little bit of rust there on the middle, but for the most part it's got a clicky thingy in it. Closes all the way, you just gotta give it a little shove. Even though it doesn't have a little click, you just gotta shove it in there. Nice and steady. Now, for the back of the car, even though it won't have this license plate, because that's our license plate, but as you can see there, it says Grand Prix, not worn off any bit. However, the GT Sun is just a little bit worny. This car could use a little spoiler wash. Nice muffler. Seems like it works. Maybe we'll get a camera shot when we start it up. Also, the handlebars do, the things that open the door, I think they're called handles, they're nice and sturdy. There's also a little emergency key button, even though the keys do have the unlock button. A little bit worn off, but you know, it works every once in a while. Works. Then let's take a trip inside, shall we? Just taking a little dip on the inside. The seats are nice and padded. Probably not too cold in the winter. Yes. Also an automatic system for moving the seats. Don't need to turn on the car to do it. You can just move it on your own. Also, there's things to move the back end. And the vents do have a nice working system for turning on and off. There's a bunch all over, as you can see. This is for you. Stop. Nice and red. Steering wheel, full motion. Nice and easy. Kind of choppy at the end, but nice and slow. The horn does work. Also, the park and brake does have a automatic transition, but also if you wanted that. Let's close the door now. Yes, the windows do seem to work automatically. I think for the passenger and this one. Oh no, just the first one. Also, these does go all the way down to overdrive if that's what you wanted. Works nice, feels good. The leg room's nice and comfortable. Pedals do feel a little close sometimes. It's also a pretty nice engine to
Go.
rev. Buttons do work. There. You see the handlebars. Nice little bit of a handle just in cases. Little cigarette ash area just in case you don't have room for an ash trail thing. Anyways, let's take a trip down to the trunk. Alright, that's the hood. Trunk, I said. We need the keys to open the trunk. Might as well take a little look at the hood first. Nice button. Never used it before though. First time showing the engine in the video. Does have an extra lock key just in case you can't get it open, which I can't do ever. You can feel it. Nice. You can feel the heat rising. I'm pretty sure that you do not need a secondary posting to put up. Everything looks nice and comfortable. That treadmill is working. 3,800 series brake. It's also a V6. It has caution labels, just in case somebody doesn't know how to do it. How to change the oil, just in case the car does begin to stop. Closing the hood is also nice and comfortable, but it's also kind of heavy. Put this strap back on here. There. Let's just see what this engine does seem to sound like. Oh yes, also, blinkers do work. Same with the windshield wipers, just in cases. Let's give this a little rev. Nice and comfortable, I think, at least, for my height. Now let's shut it off. Also, does have a full radio station. You can also plug in your phone with a little cord called the plug-in for your phone. Let's take a trip down to the trunk. See how much storage we have. Also, there is no button on the bottom of the trunk, so you do have to open it with the keys. There's some luggage already stored in here to show the amount of space. See, if you do have to take some stuff to work or wherever you need to go, you can fit all kinds of stuff in here. Even a little pouch over in the corner with a little net. It's also got a little undertaker spot. Alright, let's see what it looks like from the passenger side. A nice little GT sign. Fully unloaded airbag. More vents for the passenger seat than the driver. Not too much storage for this, but then again, there's the kind of storage that you need in the trunk for that. Nice little thing for winter. Speakers that indeed do work, but we're not going to do that right now just because we don't have music. A little spot to put your change. And also, it does have the little tiny seat things, even though it does have less than the driver's. It kind of evens it out because this does have more claustrophobic. However, I would not recommend you having to get the back seat because it is a little bit close on the leg room, and you know, it's nice and cuddly in here. The windows do work, much smaller than the front seat. You do have handlebars, which I do like to hold on to. Kind of comfortable spot for them. There are 3 seats, 5 total. You know, there's a little flaws in it, but pretty much evens out. You got a little spot to put your drugs. I do prefer the front more than the back, but that is one fine automobile. Thanks for watching, and subscribe if you like Homer Tic Tac. I do like Homer Tic Tacs. Yummy in my tummy. See?